Hello viewers, welcome to the domestic news update on Top Accolade News. First, the headlines. Crisis erupts as peace meeting ends chaotically in Imo State. Ibori'S daughter wins legal battle, retains rep seat. Stakeholders advocate for legal protections against HIV discrimination. Details coming up shortly. In politics, crises erupt as peace meetings end chaotically in Imo State. A crisis has erupted in Imo State as the off-season elections approach. A peace meeting organized by the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC to facilitate dialogue ahead of Saturday's governorship election ended in chaos in Owerri, the capital state. The INEC National Commissioner representing the Southeast, Kenneth, Ukeagu, ordered journalists to turn off their cameras and other gadgets, causing uproar. Participants, particularly traditional rulers, hastily fled the hall as the interactive session descended into disarray. The opposition to Ukeagu's directive came primarily from the Labour Party and the People's Democratic Party members. Adding to the turmoil, the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress instructed Imo State workers to commence a strike beginning today in protest against Governor Hope Uzodinma, who seeks a second term in office. Still in politics, Ibori'S daughter wins legal battle and retains rep seat. A significant development has occurred as the Court of Appeal in Lagos has upheld the election of Ibori'S Eriatake. Eriatake, a member representing the Tope East Etope West Federal Constituency of Delta State and the daughter of the former governor Mr. James Ibori, secured this legal victory. She had contested the election on the platform of the People's Democratic Party and emerged victorious, defeating her opponent from the New Nigeria People's Party and the All Progressive Congress, amongst others. Justice Festus Ogbunaya, in delivering the judgment, affirmed the election of the PDP candidate and dismissed the petitions of the appellants. Eriatake, in a press statement, dedicated the victory to our constituents and hailed the decision of the Court of Appeal as a win for democracy, not just in Delta but across Nigeria. Concerning health, stakeholders advocate for legal protections against HIV discrimination. Stakeholders are advocating for stronger legal frameworks and policies to protect young people living with HIV from stigma and discrimination. They also aim to ensure these individuals have access to employment opportunities in the country. Discrimination against persons with HIV in the workforce remains a significant issue, and efforts have been made to address this problem. During a recent Zoom meeting at the Civil Society Accountability Forum, organized by AIDS Healthcare Foundation and Youth Network on HIV and AIDS in Nigeria, stakeholders expressed their concerns. Mr. Steve Ibori'S, the Advocacy and Marketing Manager for AHF, highlighted the challenges faced by young people living with HIV in assessing employment despite their competence and skills. This initiative seeks to review existing legal and policy frameworks to promote non-discrimination and equitable access to the labor market for young people, especially those living with HIV. You are watching the news on Top Accolade News. Do stay with us. Still to come. Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Regarding business, Professor Okereke elected Fellow of World Academy of Sciences. Professor Chukwumeri J. Okereke has been elected as a Fellow of the World Academy of Science, a significant recognition of his contributions to science in developing countries. Professor Okereke, currently a professor in global governance and public policy at the School for Policy Studies, Bristol University, UK, and director of the Center for Climate Change and Development at Alex Ekweme Federal University, Ondofu Alike, Ibori'S State, is known for his expertise in global climate governance and international development. His works focuses on the justice dimensions of the international climate regime and the societal transitions to a green economy. Professor Okereke has been involved in drafting climate change laws, designing national green growth plans, and shaping international climate policies. This prestigious election to the World Academy of Science reflects his dedication to addressing climate challenges and promoting equity and fairness in the global climate governance landscape, particularly for vulnerable countries. In sports, stakeholders demand transparency in the concession of Lagos Stadium. Aggrieved stakeholders are expressing concerns over what they perceive as a secret concession of the National Stadium in Lagos. This issue arose shortly after Senator John Eno, the Minister of Sports Development, expressed his dismay over the deteriorating condition of the stadium. He endorsed the concession process as a means to restore its glory. Yet some stakeholders are raising eyebrows, suggesting that the concession of the facility is shrouded in secrecy, potentially indicating a lack of due process in the bidding for each takeover. There are questions regarding when the bidding process was advertised, who was involved, and the overall transparency of the process. Stakeholders are particularly concerned that those who invested significantly in restoring certain facilities within the stadium, such as tennis courts, boxing hostel, and Olympic-sized swimming pool, have not been adequately included in the concession process. That concludes our domestic news update for today. Stay tuned for more domestic news and development. Thanks for joining us. I am Jonathan Powe. Connect and engage with us on all our social media handles. Do have a wonderful day.